of action. Matthias Ekstrom was hit from behind by Manfred Stoll.
Of dirt on the front of the car that it was a brilliant drive.
Meanwhile, Mirror ended his first World RX run in the... Larson held on to second. It's a brakes for the gravel section. Powells and Solberg the victor. Not only did it ruin Toppy's race, but the stewards intervened and messiest opening lap of the day. Hansen hit Anderson at turn 1. Stoll hit Hansen at turn... Tears. When they finally...
Is this enough to take the
Oh,
jump?
he rolls the car.
He's rolled. Tim Asyanov rolls the car. It is. Clips the tyres on the inside. Rolls the car fully over. Anderson ties Hakkinen on a massive squeeze on Sandstrom. Lena has been pushed off into the barriers on the inside. Full spin. The boot's gone.
He thought that he is a full car length in front, but he was not, so he kind of squeezed all the others.
Brilliant recovery by him. And it was Markson, not Sandstrom, that was caught in the sandwich. Mark had just somehow he came out. Look at this from Linnerud. It's like a snake going to come out. Genet loses 2 spots. Hits Christoph Hansen, and Larson is so close. Hansen tried. The same problem as Danielson had earlier. He taken out by Tamas Karai in his race. Karai was excluded from the heat as an absolute flyer on his run or lap. Toppy was on top, while Tommy Rustad was Johan Kristoffersson, rather unfortunately far off his Euro RX teammate.
Well, my thanks to Andrew Jordan alongside me up in the commentary box. You're out next time at Liddon Hill, of course, driving.
Watching this, it's one of the most exciting motorsports around, and to do my home event in a factory Peugeot with Red Bull, I'm very...
It was so important. Can't help feeling that Kristoffersson, you can to be right up behind Toppy and keep the pressure on.
Flying over the jump. Weather's got a problem before that. Very lucky that those tyres didn't suck him in. That could have stopped him down.
Sharon Gosling attached and in. Looks like he's left it too late. Wilson, oh, Wilson was third, and he's off into the barriers.
Carnage that left Robin Larson high and dry at turn 1. Jörg Jochel was the beneficiary when Walfridsson and Rajla came together. They touched, and the resulting spin meant no one would trouble Hedstrom for the lap 1, in the process slowing the world champion in the final heat race. Ekstrom looked to have got away unscathed. At the end of lap 1, the car gave up in the big names trying to make amends in the first run. Had a little assistance from Kunstrom, had a nightmare on the brakes and parked the car. Upperson looked to be on for a great time, but made an uncharacteristic mistake. And
Well, here is a look back, a great weekend at Estering. Turn 1 providing the action as always. This was Karai who ended up with his car on the side. Bit of a disaster for him. Ramona Carlson as well. Ramona could have made it through to the Euro finals here, I think. She was third after the first run and then got taken out twice in turn 1. This was Walfridsson burying it in the wall with Fabian.
Racing's been very fierce, hasn't it? And we've got, which is great, as a new challenger to Solberg, I think, on pace.
Times by both Hansen and in fact Baccarat as well, all setting really strongly. He's got a great championship lead, but as you can see from the
very first race, despite Liam Doran being hit by half the pack on his way into turn 1, he led the race by turn 2. Ramona Carlson span into the gravel. Henning will go no further. 2 DNFs mean it's almost impossible for him to make the set. And literally flew over the exit.
The competition, Hansen on the inside on the final corner. Hansen going down to turn 2 and it goes, oh no! Markland into the barrier.
Looks like he's going to go down the outside. What happens here? He just turns in.
I think Holton tries to adjust his line and try and take a better line to the corner. Oh, that was a heavy impact.
Outside seems we've got a good start into Per Eklund. Per goes into the inside. Karai into the mix.
Look at that.
That's something that Andrew Jordan always says when he's up here with us in commentary. You can't. The car
Doran looked to be on the pace, but clipped the wall and would go no further. While Genet set the fastest time of the heat so far. The pack car Pontier ended up in the wall. Ittish leaving him with broken suspension.
Second, it's going to be tight down into turn 1. More Connor's going to come out in front, so we know in the background. Backward.
The spotters with a tough job. Liam Doran fired into the back of Mark and he got a warning for that. And then ripped the front end of his cup on the roof, got it right both times in heat, got quietly on with his job. And this was semi-final. Jimmy Hansen hit by Solberg on the straight. and then returning the favour. This was nobody's fault, unfortunately. Hansen's steering was already broken. Nitish, semi-final 2, David Genet with an absolutely fantastic start. Timmers wasn't going to be towards the front of the grid, and then Stoll made a mistake all of his own into the tyres, very in the book to get back past, to get away without damage after big contact in turn 2. He clipped his teammates, now beached. 5 hours to take in all the different stuff that happened. PG Danielson backward having to pull out. This was the one though. Timosyanov with a roll bangs it down, and the team got the Russian's car ready to go out and do battle in the final. Flashed the Joker lap entrance. The Russian had wanted to Joker, but contact forced them to swap their chosen laps. Tim has broken the taken and saw a hit of a gap and stuck.
Not able to do it this time out. A little bit of carnage. Guy Wilkes, it was a shame, wasn't he, for being with us this weekend. Hope to see you out in a World RX car again soon.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
This was some of the carnage in one of the semi-finals.
Flaherty made a mistake in the dust, and while he was okay, his strand. Danielson made a misjudgment over the jump, which saw his Heat 2 run end in retirement, and that left Tord Linner. Timmy Hansen got through turn 1 first, with his teammate Genet having to take avoiding action behind him and pushing back a
in a row. Doesn't take the win here.
He knows he's got to run, but this is on board. This is going to be it, I think. This is the last lap. He clipped the wall, he clipped the left front wall
Both
and then
sides.
the right wall.
Wow, problems for
starting his heat race, but unfortunately ran wide. It looked like he might hang on to
contact up into the first corner. I think they've all managed to stay outside track limits. That's Rajla by Stoll on the inside, but also by backward on the outside. Oh, contact between Liam Doran. Liam Doran gets fired off.
Later in the lap, this happened. PG Anderson, Val, Balmanis all together.
On the inside, Litter and David Genet's trying to go round the outside. Genet out the back. Guy, look at this. Genet tried. In fact, he got a tap, didn't he?
Yeah, and then, the VW had nowhere to go, because the VW slid right to the exit,
on
to
board.
the outside.
Yeah.
Watch this. Boom.
Not want to give up here. This is where backward. Oh, in the background, there's that mark.
Past 2, leaving Nitish clear out the tyre wall. Toward Linner, the guy, it's been a brilliant weekend.
Down for him.
A little bit of Conti went on, of course, to win the first.
Maybe didn't express how much bad luck Rennis Nitish had. He looked like he had that in the bag, and he must be distraught.
Absolutely gutted. I'm sure that was a door open there on one of the cars. Closed it on the car at the next bit of contact, so that was fine.
And this was the spin wrong for Robin Larson as well. He'd had a great week.
After he was pushed wide by Rajla at the jump with a roll, the end result. Attack the start, unfortunately, made a big misjudgment and ended up for him. That was his race over. James Grint, a slightly lesser impact. Teammate Backward was next up. David Genet got the better of him at the start, while Alexander Van
by Stoll, absolutely stunning start. Maverick Stoll, Markland pushed into a spin. Haken goes round 2.
Grint was pushed round by Sarnecki in this little moment. Jerome Grosjean got tagged by Karai at the start in his race. A disaster.
Wheel spin. Look, Markland's come across as contact, and I guess in fairness to Timmy Hansen, he probably couldn't have got out. This is on board again. Watch, he's pushed into the wall, and second contact.
Who's in between the two drivers in front of him? Ollison tags the wall. Ollison's going to spin. Who's he going to collect? Robin Hansen just managed to avoid it. Oliver Eriksson, and that's a spin there as well.
He certainly didn't try and jump the line.
Markland's had a
tap. The Italian coming off worst from a messy start. In here, find a way past until PG made a mistake on the gravel hairpin. He got the jump wrong too in his race. Lucky to stay on 4 wheels after being nudged.
Job by him. Tim Harvey, have you enjoyed joining us again? The Washington scuppered him in the end. Robin Larson.
He's got Joker.
Backward.
Whoa, he's hit the tyres.
Backward into the end of the Joker lap split. So Andreas.
He had dust. Left. Oh, he decided at the last minute.
There's no way that was going to go.
No, he was.
Into the Joker lap, and Markham with a big spin. Markham with a massive spin. Lovely low shot, but boom, not so lovely for Anton. Petter crossing through the shot just as he goes. Kevin Hansen and Balmanis spin over the line.
I at least wish we had our River Racing virtual reality camera in there for that, but we didn't. So.
And Wayman misses the jump.
Of it.
Oh, Dine gets pushed. And here comes Deegan. He gets pushed. Speed. Here comes Eriksson around the outside. Deegan leads. Pittsburgh's MSC driver. The spin has done well, and the Dine gets. He's had a really good run. Oh my goodness me! They've had a big crash, and Jeff Ward is going to lead as he goes.
He had contact as now we're on board. Oh, massive hit.
The very first time they went through the Joker. A big hit to the
here with Austin Dine just sideways down the straightaway. Boom, there it is.
Yanks the handbrake. Missed a bit of a get. And Wayman hits the right of that car.
We clipped that.
and then he went into the wall just on the right-hand side. That's a big accident at a speed, Tanner, of possibly
of Austin Dine, and just drives straight into the tires. Not sure how that happened.
Just a massive hit. You can see he was looking
Pop out. Oh, bam! Forgot about those.
Good gosh, those are both hard hits.
Sverre Isaksen land hard from that jump and just nose it into the barrier off that big jump. Big way here. Oh, PK Jr. locks everything up in that Ineos machine.
He went wide and he hit the wall.
But it's Sandell who's got the inside line into turn. Teammate following him through. Others bumping and pouring. And it means that Sandell goes into the wall.
Look at this, very aggressively. Hits Patrick Sandell. Then Sandell has contact with Ken Block, and then Tanner Faust squeezed into that concrete barrier.
Is what happened.
Have a look at this. Ken Block just rams into Tanner Faust, and then Patrick Sandell in that Cobalt Tools car right there. Tanner Faust.
And you're just about to see him getting squashed.
Look at this, just hard up against the barrier. Nothing Tanner Faust can do.
Patrick Sandell on the left-hand side, squeezed into Ericsson, and Ken Block went into the wall. Kristen is down there with our points leader.
Cars, he's in the third place. Oh,
no! This is an opportunity for PK Jr.
Oh.
Hits him, and he gets it sideways. He's going to it. During practice, had a problem. Only a few minutes it came over the jump. What happened here?
Now watch this. Bucky Lassick trying to go to the inside over as he tries to hit the brakes. Now Dine is just going to tip him over the top. Isaksen just gets flat out Austin Dine. And that looks like a NASCAR.
PK Jr. has got it all to go for in the final that we've got coming up in a few minutes' time. That was a big hit into the wall by the white foot in on its own accord. If you look at the background, Lassick must have come to blow a bit. Somebody goes over the bump. Somebody's going to hit the styrofoam. Wow! Block
from this guy, Ken Block. If there's such a thing, all over the back of Ken Block.
Block's got a problem. Block's got a problem. He's limping. He's going into turn one. Oh, that's a big accident. That's 3 abreast, and it was Reese Millen who had nowhere to go.
And it all just unraveled.
We had a bit of drama in the first corner. Ken Block had nowhere to go. Isak, as Austin Dine, went sideways into Faust and sideways into David Higgins, who came back into the middle of the race, then led. But then there was big drama for the championship leader. Scott Speed got final.
We see a little seesaw back and forth.
And just as I say it, the Subaru, and Pat Morrow gets punted into a spin by David Higgins, and they go into the wall. Austin Dine, Ken Block and Higgins hit again, and it's going to be Tanner Faust who kicks the back of Yoni Wieben. Tanner Faust gets sideways. He's completely Tanner Faust coming into the left-hander. Steve Arpin goes.
Cindric goes right around all by him back and forth earlier, so we did not see that. But this
between them, oh my goodness me! Scott Speed loses a win. Never seen drama like that, and immediately as he crosses the line, he can't keep it. Oh, that was a big hit. The wheel was off immediately. Look at the back of Sandell's car. It's completely stoved in. Here we go.
Now just...
Oh, 2 wheels for Ken Block. And Ken Block has rolled it. Ken Block has rolled it. That's what happened. Anders took us through it.
He just slams the curb in turn 9 and then just starts turning into the right here. Slams that curb up on the side, and the GoPro gets slung off the car on the roof and then flipped once more.